Imagine a country where most families sleep on dirt floors, where electricity is a rare luxury, and owning a bicycle is a status symbol. Welcome to Burundi, where one can live on less than the cost of a daily coffee. This landlocked nation has held the title of the world's poorest country for over 6 decades. Here, a hoe symbolizes marriage, bananas transform into beer, and perhaps most fascinating, women can balance anything on their heads. Join us as we unveil astonishing facts about life in this small but extraordinary nation. What you're about to discover will leave you speechless. A world where the concept of home is stripped down to walls made of straw and natural materials, offering little protection from the elements. This is the daily reality for most families in Burundi, where modern conveniences aren't just rare, they're practically non-existent in rural areas. Homes are humble shelters, where the line between refuge and survival blurs. A bed is a luxury here, with families of up to 10 members sharing the cold floor, their only rest after exhausting days in the fields. But the struggle doesn't end there. Nightfall brings a profound darkness that most of us can hardly imagine. Less than 8% of Burundian households have electricity, and when the sun sets, life virtually stops. Shops and markets close early, streets become eerily empty. Picture stepping outside under a canopy of stars, with starlight being the only guide for millions of Burundians. This isn't a romantic moment, but a stark reminder of isolation and scarcity. Did you know that in Burundi, an average person lives on less than the cost of a coffee each day? Before we reveal why, don't forget to take 5 seconds to subscribe and turn on notifications with all your heart. We deeply appreciate your support and promise to deliver even higher quality content for you. Burundi's economy stands as one of the most fragile in the world, with a GDP per capita of just $500 annually, equivalent to about $120 per day, an amount that barely covers the most basic survival needs for many people. This creates a daily struggle due to the impact of malnutrition, an alarming issue where 70% of the population lacks access to nutritious food, leading to widespread hunger. The average life expectancy has dropped to just 50 years. According to reports from international organizations like the World Bank and International Monetary Fund, Burundi has held the title of world's poorest nation for over 6 decades. Yet the resilience of the Burundian people shines through as they continue to strive for a better future, despite facing overwhelming challenges. It may sound like a joke, but in Burundi, bicycles aren't just transportation. They're symbols of wealth and status. While many people around the world commute by car, bus, or train, most Burundians must rely on their feet to get around. Owning a bicycle in Burundi is comparable to owning a luxury Mercedes-Benz in wealthier nations. For many men, possessing a bicycle not only provides convenience but serves as a sign of prosperity, making them more desirable for marriage. Despite their cultural significance, bicycles remain out of reach for most households. The majority of Burundians walk long distances daily, often exceeding 10 kilometers, to access markets, schools, or workplaces. Public transportation here is limited and primitive. The most common option is the pig pen, a seatless vehicle costing about 10 cents per trip. However, due to its discomfort, many people prefer walking on paved roads, though these are rare, while dirt roads dominate most areas during this time. During the rainy season, these roads transform into impassable mud pits, making even basic transportation a daunting challenge. Would you walk 10 kilometers every day just to get to work or school? How would life be different if something as simple as a bicycle could change everything? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. What if the price of marriage wasn't luxury gifts, expensive cars, or spacious houses, but something as humble as a hoe? In Burundi, the dowry system is vastly different from what you might imagine elsewhere. When a man marries a woman, the only traditional requirement is that he must give her a hoe. The hoe isn't just a farming tool, it's a cultural symbol of hard work and hope, representing the couple's joint effort to grow food and sustain their family. For families with better financial means, a man might offer a cow. However, cattle are the most precious assets in Burundi, valued higher than most possessions the majority of people could afford. The modest hoe remains the choice for most women in Burundi, who carry it on their heads with not just practicality, but enchanting grace, maintaining perfect posture and effortless balance as they navigate winding mountain paths. These paths regularly see them carrying loads up to 70% of their body weight, from water containers to concrete buckets. These heavy loads are part of daily life for many women, and to protect their heads and ease the burden, they employ an ingenious trick. They place a cloth fashioned into a ring or bowl between their head and the object. This simple yet clever tool reduces friction and helps them maintain balance even on challenging terrain. Visitors are often amazed to witness women walking gracefully with 30-liter water containers balanced on their heads. They stride uphill, sometimes singing, sometimes even dancing, as if their loads weigh nothing at all. This remarkable strength and elegance has earned Burundi the nickname "Land of a Million Smiles." A French tourist described it best: when witnessing the moment, women continued singing while balancing concrete buckets as if it were second nature. She marveled at the women's poise and precision, calling it both a skill and an art form. Do you find Burundian women captivating when they balance items on their heads? Share your thoughts with yes or no in the comments below. Have you ever wondered how some Burundian women achieve their beautifully long braided hair? While their natural hair is typically tightly coiled and only a few centimeters long, for women in Burundi, hair is not just about appearance, it's an expression of identity and aspiration. While 100% of non-mixed African women have tight, coiled hair that hugs their scalp, many dream of achieving flowing, longer hairstyles to enhance their appearance. To achieve these desired looks, they often utilize hair extensions or wigs, typically made from affordable materials like pre-braided nylon fibers, especially popular among women working in offices or urban areas. Hairstyling can consume up to a quarter of their monthly wages, a significant investment in a country where resources are already scarce. However, for many, this effort becomes worthwhile when considering beer. You might imagine barley and hops, but in Burundi, the main ingredient is something far more surprising: bananas. Locals call their banana beer urua bia, and it stands as a testament to Burundian ingenuity, transforming one of their most abundant crops into a cultural staple. Bananas are ubiquitous in Burundi, making them an essential part of both life and economy. To brew banana beer, ripe bananas are peeled, mashed, and mixed with water. In rural areas, some communities still add grass to the fermentation process to accelerate it. Within days, this simple mixture transforms into a sweet, slightly alcoholic beverage. It's vastly different from any beer you might know, but its unique flavor and allure are celebrated throughout the country. Banana beer isn't just a beverage, it's a central part of Burundian culture. It's shared at festivals, weddings, and social gatherings where it brings people together to laugh, sing, and dance. This drink plays a crucial role in community bonding, symbolizing joy and unity. If you ever find yourself sipping Burundi's aromatic banana beer, it's imperative to experience not just the taste, but the essence of Burundian culture. The combination of traditional ingenuity and connection to the banana-rich land makes bananas not just a fruit in Burundi, but a lifeline. Bananas are one of the most widely cultivated crops, playing a vital role in the country's economy and daily life. From the bustling markets of Bujumbura to remote rural areas, bananas are omnipresent to meet constant demand. Burundians consume fresh bananas in various ways as a staple food cooked in traditional meals or fermented into the beloved Urura banana beer. This versatility makes bananas an indispensable part of both diet and culture. They're not just food, but symbols of resilience and resourcefulness. For many families, banana trading is their primary source of income. Farmers sell their harvest at local markets and use the profits to support their households. However, the journey from farm to market is far from easy. Burundi's limited infrastructure makes transportation a significant challenge. Most roads here are unpaved, and during the rainy season, they become nearly impassable. Farmers often transport bananas by bicycle, carrying hundreds of pounds, navigating steep hills, demonstrating their skill and dedication. In Burundi, drums are not merely musical instruments but the heartbeat of the nation, echoing traditional strength and identity through generations. These drums hold a central position in Burundian culture, used in ceremonies like royal celebrations and harvest festivals. The deep, resonating sound of drums reflects the power and unity of the people. Traditionally, only men from specific lineages had the privilege of playing drums, symbolizing status and power. The cultural significance of these drums was recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2014, ensuring this precious heritage is preserved to this day. The drum beats continue to inspire at cultural events and international competitions, where they are performed alongside drum dances, a mesmerizing display of rhythm, energy, and precision. The male groups simultaneously beat large wooden drums while moving in powerful and synchronized patterns, making each performance a celebration of community spirit and cultural pride that captivates audiences worldwide. Burundi's infrastructure stands as one of the greatest obstacles to development, severely limiting commercial mobility and daily life. It is one of the few countries in the world without a railway network, making goods transportation expensive and inefficient due to the lack of trains. The country relies heavily on roads, but their condition often exacerbates problems. Paved roads are rare, especially in rural areas, where most routes are dirt roads that become nearly impassable muddy obstacles during the rainy season. This hampers the movement of goods, restricts market access, and disrupts essential services, making life even more challenging for those already struggling to access basic services. With alarmingly low levels, only a small percentage of the population has regular access to electricity or running water, forcing most households to rely on alternative methods that are often costly and unreliable, affecting millions of people. These services remain a luxury that is difficult to attain. Infrastructure improvement progress in Burundi is generally slow due to economic and political instability. The country heavily relies on external funding for development projects, but delays and resource shortages continue to be major barriers to progress. However, there are glimmers of hope through long-term plans, including a proposal to build a railway connecting Burundi with Tanzania and Rwanda. This project has the potential to unlock new opportunities for trade and economic growth in the region. Despite the enormous challenges, these efforts reflect a commitment to working towards a better future for Burundi. The road ahead may be difficult, but with determination and transformative support, positive changes are entirely achievable. Burundi is one of the few countries in the world without any railway lines. The absence of rail infrastructure has placed significant pressure on the country's economy while severely impacting people's daily lives. Roads serve as the primary mode of transport, but most routes are poorly maintained, making travel slow and challenging. Particularly during the rainy season, dirt roads turn into muddy quagmires, significantly increasing the difficulty of movement. The absence of a railway network further complicates transportation and movement of goods, making trade with neighboring countries like Tanzania and Rwanda expensive and inefficient. High transportation costs drive up the prices of daily necessities, adding to the economic burden on Burundi's people. However, despite these challenges, the people of Burundi have shown remarkable resilience and adaptability. Buses, motorcycles, and bicycles serve as the country's lifelines, playing crucial roles in maintaining the economy and society. On mountainous rural roads, the sight of overloaded bicycles transporting goods is a vivid testament to the creativity and determination of the local people. Plans to build a railway line connecting Burundi with Tanzania and Rwanda bring hope for a revolution in regional trade and tourism. However, political and financial barriers have delayed these projects, forcing the country to continue waiting for a breakthrough change that would impact not only trade, but also international visitors. The lack of modern infrastructure in Burundi offers travelers an authentic and pristine experience when exploring remote villages and spectacular landscapes. Journeys often involve crowded bus rides or hopping on motorcycles with locals. While not as comfortable as in developed nations, these trips provide visitors with a direct opportunity to experience the resilience and spirit of Burundian people amid numerous challenges. Lake Tanganyika, a beacon of natural beauty and cultural pride, stretches across 4 countries: Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is the world's second largest freshwater lake by volume and second deepest after Russia's Lake Baikal, covering over 12,000 square miles. Tanganyika isn't just a picturesque landscape, it's a vital lifeline for surrounding communities. The lake hosts more than 250 unique fish species found nowhere else on Earth, making it a biodiversity hotspot, while serving as a crucial source of food and income for local fishermen. Daily, small boats leave the shore, casting nets with hopes of bringing back enough catch to sustain families and support local markets. For researchers and conservationists, Lake Tanganyika holds immense significance due to its unique ecosystem, providing deep insights into freshwater biodiversity and environmental challenges like overfishing. Efforts are underway to balance ecological conservation with the livelihoods of lake-dependent communities. Additionally, Lake Tanganyika attracts tourists with its serene beauty and vibrant local culture, creating an unmissable destination. Along the lake's shores lie scattered small villages, where women wash clothes in the cool waters, while children splash and play endlessly. This place reflects the life, work, and community, vividly showcasing Burundi's culture and remarkable resilience. Located in Central Africa, Burundi is a landlocked country bordered by Tanzania to the east and south, Rwanda to the north, and the Democratic Republic of Congo to the west. With an area of just over 10,000 square miles, smaller than Belgium, Burundi has a population exceeding 13 million, making it one of Africa's most densely populated nations. Burundi's landscape is strikingly diverse, with majestic mountain ranges covering the western region, gradually transitioning into lush green hills and deep valleys as you move inland. This rugged terrain offers both stunning natural advantages and significant development challenges. It makes agricultural development and infrastructure construction particularly challenging, especially in rural areas. The landlocked position presents a major limitation, creating obstacles in accessing global trade and adding economic pressure on the nation. The absence of ports forces Burundi to heavily rely on neighboring countries for imports and exports, not only increasing costs, but also reducing its competitiveness in international markets. Despite its small size and challenges, Burundi remains rich in culture and natural beauty. From rolling hills and valleys to the warmth and resilience of its people, geographical limitations have not only created significant obstacles, but also shaped the creativity and persistent spirit of the Burundian people. Nearly 90% of Burundi's population relies on agriculture for their livelihood, yet this dependence brings considerable challenges. Many farmers practice subsistence farming, using traditional methods without access to modern tools or technology. This results in low productivity, making it difficult for families to produce enough food to meet their basic needs. The situation is further complicated by the impacts of climate change, which disrupts traditional farming patterns. Extended periods of drought frequently alternate with heavy rains, causing floods that destroy crops and fields. These unpredictable weather conditions pose a serious threat to food security and place immense pressure on the country's already weak infrastructure, making it challenging for farmers to recover their production. Burundi's landlocked position poses a significant economic challenge as it lacks direct access to maritime trade routes. This geographical limitation makes transportation of goods both costly and inefficient. Despite exporting products like coffee and tea, these industries haven't been sufficient to lift many communities out of poverty. Burundi stands unique as the only nation with two capitals. Gitega serves as the political capital, while Bujumbura functions as the country's economic hub. Burundi's dual capital system reflects efforts to balance power and promote regional development. In 2018, the Burundian government officially relocated its political functions to Gitega, a smaller city in the heart of the country. This decision aimed to decentralize administration, reduce congestion in Bujumbura, and encourage growth in other regions. Gitega, though quieter and less developed, now serves as Burundi's administrative center, housing key government offices and institutions. Meanwhile, Bujumbura remains the nation's vibrant economic powerhouse. Situated on the shores of Lake Tanganyika, Bujumbura stands as the hub for Burundi's largest businesses, industries, and trade networks. The city's bustling central market serves as a vibrant marketplace where merchants trade everything from fresh produce to handcrafted goods. The energy in Bujumbura reflects the country's strong economic spirit, despite ongoing challenges. While maintaining two capitals comes at a cost, it symbolizes Burundi's blend of tradition and modernity. Gitega represents the push for balanced development, while Bujumbura continues to showcase the economy's resilience and vitality. However, corruption poses serious challenges to Burundi's progress, making it difficult for the nation to achieve its development goals. Concerns about transparency have been highlighted through global indices, emphasizing the need for improved governance and accountability. In a country where most of the population faces economic challenges, effective resource management becomes essential. Strengthening support systems for critical areas like education, healthcare, and infrastructure could bring significant changes in quality of life. Unfortunately, mismanagement of resources has sometimes slowed progress in these areas, resulting in shortages of schools, hospitals, or delays in crucial public projects. These systemic issues underscore the critical importance of building trust and efficiency within public institutions. Promoting transparency and accountability stands as a cornerstone in constructing a more equitable system, supporting citizens' efforts to address ongoing challenges. Both international organizations and local initiatives are contributing to improved governance and sustainable development. This journey requires dedication and collaboration, and through continuous reforms and collective action, progress becomes attainable. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now. I'm confident you'll love that content. Feel free to leave a comment about which country you'd like us to feature next on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Many communities depend on essential services, and ensuring these resources achieve their intended purposes can create meaningful differences. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to hit like. Remember to subscribe so you won't miss new content. See you again soon.